Can you see? Where is it?
Oh, I can see. And this is it's a working podcast. This is a podcast you can find right here with us. Hey, pardon our mess, pardon our hamsters. It's a working podcast. My name is KP,
My name's Faye.
and I just noticed that you're wearing an Astro Camp sweater.
Yeet.
Oh my gosh. I remember Astro Camp, man. Like I went in middle school like a long, long time ago. It was really dope. Um but let's go through all the different things. Vampino is actually asking first. What's his name? What's the hamster's name?
Toby and Putit.
Oh wait, what? What's the first one?
Toby
Kobe
and Put.
and Puti.
Yeah.
Wait, Puti? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Putit is albino.
yeah, okay.
Right.
That's not, okay. So, just a couple of things you can find to work in podcast here live on twitch.tv/Paul Games. Yes, Kingpin, I fixed it. It says twitch.tv. Also, facebook.com. You can see it on mine. You can also find the VODs on youtube.com/user/Val07 and Spotify's on Spotify podcasts. Just search Square Mile City. So how are you doing, Faye? How were the midterms? I think that's on everyone's mind because because everyone was missing you last week.
Midterms was good. I had a lot of homeworks and assignments and just tests overall.
Mm.
And it was good. I survived. Yeah.
You know what I just thought of? Um,
What?
we can as we can when once we start meeting together because like apparently people are meeting together now, like stores are opening up and stuff.
Yeah.
What we can start doing
Mm.
is we can start studying together
Okay.
because I'm in school. I am in school. I started school this week. I'm taking teaching as a foreign language. I am
Yeah.
seriously getting ready to make the big jump to Japan and teach English in Japan. I really want to do it.
You've been talking about Japan for like the longest time. I remember and how you wanted to go there and live
Hmm.
there. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Now, I mean, I'm fulfilling the dream thanks to in a weird way. I do thank God, and in
Yeah.
but it's a weird thing happening in COVID that I'm actually like on my way to doing it, getting my finances in order in the next couple months, and then I'm gonna be going straight away. So yeah, I'm excited. And I am excited to study with people too. Actually, I haven't had a like a little study thing in a while.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad your studies are doing well. Before we continue, before we continue with the podcast, I just want to give a shout outs to the chat, everyone within the chat right now. Shout outs to Kingpin, shout outs to Husky Boy, also shout outs to Scumshaw, Vampino, also Adam Driver's wife, and all y'all who are watching the podcast. As always, it is an AMA. You can ask us anything, and we will answer it here live on the podcast. It is exclusive to the people watching it live. But we usually do start the podcast with our own questions, and that is introduced by Faye. And Faye, you're doing something very interesting for the next few weeks, aren't you? With with the questions, right?
So yeah, I prepared questions just to get to know the community. So basically, just we can get to know all of
Hmm.
us. Sure.
Yeah, that's cool. And I like that. And then you guys can get to know us as well too. So it is interactive. So as we're answering the questions about us, please answer the questions in the chat as well too. And if you have once again questions that you want to ask in between, you're more than welcome to do it. So without further delay, what's the first? Oh yeah, yeah. You had me 4 to 20, right?
Except 16.
Except 16. Okay, 4 to 20 except 16. Let's go with 17.
Okay.
Let's go with 17.
This is boring. Just kidding.
We'll start with that then.
What's your favorite holiday?
Holiday.
Yeet.
What is my
Oh, it's
favorite
not boring.
holiday?
Okay, it's not boring.
Hmm. Do you have one?
I
Like,
do.
do you have a favorite holiday? Shoot.
Yeah. You don't?
I don't know. You
What?
think I'd say like something like Christmas or something, right? But I'm like,
Yeah.
what's my favorite holiday?
Okay.
Um,
I like how you're thinking. Okay.
Like okay, so like it feels weird to use like when like Christmas or New Year's or Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
Um. Oh,
Let's
Adam
see.
Driver's wife says Philippine Independence Day. Isn't that June 14? Is it? Is it June 14? Philippine
Ooh,
Independence Day? Or is
I'm not quite.
Oh no, I don't know what it is. When is it? June 12. There you go. See, I was close. Um, I'm gonna say, you know what? This might sound super patriotic of me, but I'm gonna say July 4.
Okay.
You know why I'm gonna say July 4? Because a lot of things happen July 4 for me. Because I'm. Oh, Kingpin says easy Thanksgiving. That's dope. Why Thanksgiving, Kingpin? By the way. I'm gonna say why July 4 for me. Here's the thing. So with July 4 has always been very historic for me. Not necessarily celebrating July 4 like Independence Day, but I'm always doing something very special on that day. So
Hmm.
July 4, um, I'm either I'm either at Anime Expo taking pictures of cosplayers and being a nerd for an entire day at the LA Convention Center. Um, Or on some occasions, I was at the youth camp with the youth, ministering to the youth, on that weekend. So for me, July 4 has always just been like it's not necessarily the Independence Day part of it, but I'm always celebrating something that's very like dear to my heart or very dear to my heart, either being a nerd or like being a minister and loving my community. So that's why I'll say July 4 because I tend to be like the most celebratory. I'm celebrating the most then, but not necessarily independence, just, other things. Um, Husky says probably would have to be Christmas. Oh, he says Xmas. Kingpin says food and family is why he loves Thanksgiving. Um, what's May 4th? Oh, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Or it's like guy saying may the force be with you, but with a lisp. Vampanoy says that. So yeah, that's his favorite as well too. What's your favorite, Faye?
Mine. Okay, I have two. So if I'm in Philippines, it will be New Year's.
Hmm.
New Year's is really fun in Philippines, to be honest. Just with all my cousins, my relatives, and it's just fun. There's a bunch of us, just too much at times, but it's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Here, Christmas, just like what Kingpin said. Thanksgiving, being thankful also, just being with my family and food.
And food.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Well, we answered that question. Yeah, it was easy, but I still liked it. I didn't know July 4 was like until I answered. I'm like July 4 is my favorite, but not for what you think.
Okay.
Um, Vampanoy says Memorial Day, because it usually falls around my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Vampanoy. Happy belated. We'll go on to the next question.
Can you let Kingpin pick a number?
Okay, Kingpin, you're being called out. Pick a number between 4 and 20, but not 16 or 17. And we'll wait for you. I'm
Oh my
gonna give you
gosh.
30 seconds. What happened?
Literally, the hamster's so cute.
Oh, let's see the hamsters while we're waiting. Actually, can you bring them up again? You said
Yeah,
it's in a fish bowl.
yeah, cause my brother bought a freaking fishbowl
I mean,
instead
that's
with
all
the
good. That's all good.
cage.
Okay, let's see the hamsters. But he does pick the number 7.
I'm sorry, Toby.
Oh,
Can I get
is it Toby or Kobe?
Toby?
The 20-sided die. Vampanoid, we will talk right after the podcast. In fact, I actually have. It looks like I've assembled a group. I just need them to confirm. It looks like they're going to be using an app because they don't want to get the die yet. But the die is really cheap. I'm probably going to order it. Oh, it's Kobe?
Yeah, Toby. With
Toby,
a T.
Toby, Toby. Like Maguire. Hi. Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
They're
It
so
is very
small.
cute, and I'm glad we're using a new video program because it's a lot more clear than Messenger. Boo, real quick. Oh, I see. It was Kobe. I know. I'm personally gonna get the die, but it's just gonna take a while because COVID. But everyone else will either get die or use a program. One of the people wants to use a program. Anyway, he says 7. What's number 7 in terms of the questions?
Ooh, is that favorite? Is that his favorite number? Cool. What motivates you to work hard?
Whew.
Good number.
That's a good
What?
number, and that's a good question. What motivates you to work hard? And also, once again, you guys in chat also can oh, someone already did. So you guys in chat can answer. Vampanoy says money. That's good. See, for me, okay, so like, I'll be honest. I wish I was more motivated by money. I wish I was. But I think mine, Husky says survival, equals money, which is essential, essentially survival. Kingpin says fulfillment. Mine is more when I see the world around me changing for the better. When I tend to become more motivated, more passionate about the work that I do. When I see lives are changing, that's me. I think back into like my ministry days and the things that motivated me, even though a lot of people are just like, hey, you might burn out, you might do this, but the things that really like kept me going in ministry was the fact that I saw on a daily basis people were seeing their lives change for the better. People were making decisions to follow Christ. Not just a one-time decision, but it's an ongoing decision to make sure that their lives are always changed. And I think that motivated me when I got into poetry. When I was doing poetry and people would come up to me and says like, "Yeah, it was a blessing to hear your poem." It motivated me when people bought my book. Even now, when I do streams and when I get messages from people saying like, like that stream was a big blessing. I'm glad you did it. Or like when people come up and it's like, oh, something is going on. It's like, hey, well then let's pray. And like I've prayed for 2 people on stream already, like doing these video game streams. I've already prayed for 2 people, and I've done. I felt like the most ministerial doing this. So, I guess like currently the thing that's really motivating me is like if I see people's lives are changing, if I see that it's making a difference, then that to me motivates me the most. Again, personally, I kind of wish it was more. I kind of wish it was money. It's not really money to me. And people can be like, "Oh, so why isn't it much?" I mean, I always see it this way. It's just like I've always been taken care of. Like on a spiritual level, God's always been taking care of me. But that's also translated into my finances. I've never really always had the most money, but it's never incredibly bothered me, because I've always found that I've always had enough. So to me, that always felt good to me, and I was just like, I'll just stay there. But for me, it's just like, you know. Before you get to your answer, just want to read what Vampanoy said. Is like, if I really love something, I'll work towards it. Money doesn't really motivate me much. Actually, took a pay cut to get into the career I wanted. I like that.
That's
If
cool.
it's something that you love, um, I like. I mean, yeah, like if it's something that you love, you'll continue to do it. I think like even when I was working for Bird, I took a pay, and I didn't even take a pay cut. I was actually making more there than I was making at Disney. But I stayed at that job because I really liked what I did, and it allowed me the free time to do even more stuff that I wanted to do. So that's one of the reasons why I stayed over there, even though it wasn't the work it wasn't the work that I'm supposed to be doing. I was a manager, I was all this other stuff. I could have been in corporate. Instead, I was organizing birds on the street, like little, the scooters. But I felt happier there because like I just walk around and just meet the interesting people and then meet the city that I always said is my home, but I never really got to meet the people in it. So okay, I'm gonna stop. Faye,
Cool.
um, what was the question again? What motivates you?
Yeah. What motivates you to work hard?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I think the people around me, because they always giving. It's kind of like I want to give back. So in order for me to give back, I have to work harder. I have to do things that would make my heart fulfill for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time glorifying God. At the end of the day, I would say to myself, like let's say for school,
Mm-hmm.
what motivates me to work harder? What motivates me to like finish my school? I always say to glorify my God, to be honest.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and at the same time being in alignment to His will, but also saying being thankful to my mom because my mom worked so hard for me,
Mm.
worked so hard for us, not just me, but with my three brothers to get where we are, to even just be here, to be with her, because like we lived in the Philippines for 5 years without her, and we were living with my cousins, with my other relatives, and it's hard being away from like your family, and yeah, it motivates me, and also God, it's people that I love in my life for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's very important. Like, it's the people around. Like, I think a lot of times, especially when you get older and when you have like things like family, um, I definitely see it as a big motivation. Like I see it in my parents. Like, what motivated them is to raise a God fearing family with me and my sisters as well too, and being an example as well too. So like when you're doing everything, you're doing it for God's glory, and in doing so, you're being an example that other people can see. It's just like, well, why are you so blessed? Why are all these things happening in your life? And you can always point them back to God. It's like it's because God. Kingpin says, "Faye, adopt me." I think he really liked your answer. Thanks so much, Kingpin. I clean up after myself. Oh no, he's really getting into the weeds. That's cool, Kingpin. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call it out this time. I'm gonna say Husky. Husky. We need a number from you. Um, Making me emotional is the Filipino story. Hey, thanks so much, Vampanoy. That is the Filipino story. It's always I want to raise my family. I want a good life for them. I want them to go to a good school. I want them to, get like
Hey, there's nothing
Huskies.
wrong with
Yeah, that is the Filipino story. It's just like that's what it. That's the. Oh, I can get into the weeds about this, so I'm not going to. But I will say it's just like
it.
it is
Want
a.
to.
What happened?
Just kidding.
Okay. Um, but it is like that's the Filipino story. It's a very well the first generation, like the immigrant story is basically I'm coming here so I can have a better life and have a better life for my family. Whereas the second generation definitely has a different kind of story in terms of making an impact on the world around them, on themselves. Sometimes it has to do with creativity. Sometimes it has to do with social or economic impact in the world and society. I can get into the weeds about that. Um, there you go. Vampanoy says I want to work hard so my mama don't have to. There you go. There you go. Absolutely. So I think we're all in agreement. Husky Boy does say the number 20.
Funny.
Yeah,
Ooh.
number 20.
Okay. What do you love the most that God have blessed you with?
So, what do I love the most in which God has blessed me? Okay. And what God has blessed me with, what of all the blessings that God has given, basically, like
Mm-hmm.
what is the one blessing that I love the most?
This is a hard question. It's
I
actually
yeah, it's not well for me. It's only hard because it's emotionally hard. I think
because there's just so much.
yeah, for me, this is what I'd say about me, and I might get a little teary eyed saying it. I might not, but I already feel like welling up, like I can feel the muscles.
Oh shoot.
But I
Uh,
think
don't cry.
I think the thing that I love the most about God in terms of the blessings that He's given me is the blessing of, mm, it's the blessing of not giving up on me.
Oof. Deep.
And I mean, this is why I say I tear up because it's like, of all the times I kind of gave up on myself, like
Mm.
God basically said, "Well, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna allow you to give up on you, like as much as you've given up on some dreams, some aspirations, some things that you thought that you wanted in your life, and you want to give up on them." And I mean, I personally have had even recently talks with friends of mine where I am in the lowest of lows in some parts of my life. I mean, not parts that you see here necessarily, but in other parts of my life, like I feel very not depressed, but defeated. It's not. I don't think it's the same thing. Like It's not depressing in that it's affecting my life and I'm not performing at where I need to be. In fact, I'm I feel like I'm performing more at 100% because I've given up in parts of my life in terms of things. But that being said, um, God hasn't given up on me, and there are times in my life where, like I've said this aloud, even with like even during my ministry. It's just like I love God. I love Him dearly. There's no that I mean there's nothing that can separate the love of God towards me. And though I'm human, I'd like to be able to say the same thing. But at the same time, there was a period in my life where I didn't trust Him.
Mm.
Like I loved God, but I didn't trust God. I didn't have enough faith to trust in that He had the best in my life because I felt like a lot of my life was just like bunk.
Mm.
Um, but that being said, God never gave up on me, and just like, well, even if you don't trust me, but you're still following me, that's enough faith for me to work on. And that's when I saw God do so many different things in my life that I just so amazed. Even just being here, where I am, both in like like the position that I'm in right now, financially, emotionally, even physically, I mean, just being here, just being at just being at 228 pounds of just me, just like it's like wow, God did some interesting stuff in my life that like I don't deserve. So I think for me, the biggest gift that He gave me is never giving up on me. The kuya with the power of two kuyas. Hey, what's up, Clutch? Thanks for being part of the chat. Um, we are doing a live podcast, and in that, I'm gonna turn it to you. Hey, what?
Like,
Oh wait,
other,
I don't know which side you're on, but on me you're this side, so I'm gonna turn to you.
yeah.
Whatever.
Really,
What's your answer?
oh, I didn't even think about this to be honest. It's such a hard question.
Do you need some time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna point it up to everyone. So the question is, and if you're just joining us, we're doing kind of a 20 questions kind of thing. We're asking ourselves so the community can get to know us, and we're asking the community so we can get to know you guys. Um, Eating steak tacos on a lunch break at work. Hey, well, thanks for being here, Clutch. So that being said, so the question is, it's a very spiritual question. It's basically, what is of the blessings that God has given you in your life, what is the one blessing that you admire the most that He's given you? So what turned into what turned into chat? Chat. What's the one blessing what's the one thing that you've been thankful for? Like you really believe like, oh, that was a God thing. God gave me that. Oh, the huskiest of boys. Oh man, that's straight up. I love this community, by the way. They're really getting to know each other. Clutch is from kind of a gaming community that we have online as well too. So everyone's just like, I've been meeting so many people. It's this is not the biggest blessing, but it's definitely one of the biggest. It's just community also for me. Um, the fact that I have friends, the fact that I'm meeting new and dope people all the time. Um, so that's definitely one. Um, so Clutch says, "My mother is the greatest blessing there ever was, ever is, ever will be." Shout outs to mamas. Shout outs to your mom, Clutch. That's dope. But yeah, I'm thankful for my parents as well too, my mom and my dad, for what they've done and then the blessing that they are, and teaching me how to love God as well too. Like,
Yeah.
and then not in the traditional Filipino way, but in a more personal, just like, no, man, like don't do it as a tradition. Do it as like you really want to get to know Him, and He knows and know Him as He wants to know you. Like, I really love that as well. I think I've given you enough time to think about it. So, what is the one blessing?
Thought about it. I think the biggest blessings are my mistakes. My mistakes. Because I feel like I've known God for all my life,
Mm-hmm.
and being a Christian, I don't even know since when, but there's a turning point in my life that I should not be living how I live, even though I'm a Christian. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense? Because even though I'm a Christian, I wasn't living a Christian life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thank God for just opening my eyes and just having that relationship with Him even more,
Mm-hmm.
being more close. Hey,
Wait,
sorry.
what's the dog's name? You have a menagerie like in your house.
Bruh. I'm trying to get a zoo here. Let's get it. But yeah. Just thankful for my mistakes, to be honest, and just
Mm.
making me grow all the time. Just changing my heart, and there's always a movement. Like I'm just not in just one place all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like growing. That's what I'm really thankful for. Just
Mm.
being open, just being more aware of my surroundings and just what God has for me, and knowing that there's always hope. There's always faith for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Faith is what I'm going for, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's good. And I feel like a part of that's also like grace,
grace, yes.
like being able to make a mistake, but knowing that it doesn't end with the mistake.
For that.
God, I like that. I love having grace because without that, man, I don't know where I'd be. Um, so a couple things from the Kingpin got called out a little bit about sharing because he was just like, I don't know how to follow up with like your mom is the greatest blessing. But he says life and my heart and my family, whatever I have left of family, even the bad family. So
Ooh,
that's true. I'm
yeah.
thankful for them too. Like I'm thankful for all of my family and like there are things going on in my family as well too, extended as well. And it's just like it's not always like family's family, and to be able
Mm.
to have one um with like all the cracks, all the scars and all, it's so important to have. So definitely um Clutch says mistakes definitely shape us. Agreed, Clutch. I love the fact that we don't end with mistakes, that we have grace.
Uh,
And he says hello doggy. What's the doggy's name again?
Panda. I got him a trim today. That's why I'm an
Oh,
animals.
there's the dog. Oh, it's so cute.
Uh,
what
I
kind of
know.
what kind of dog is it?
Is a collie.
Oh, I don't want to see that side of the dog.
Sorry.
It just mooned us like on camera. He's just like, let me show you the dog, and he just like immediately showed the backside.
You can't move it.
Cute doggy from Husky. Yo from Clutch. Oh man, but that's a cute dog. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna take this time do a little short, tiny commercial break and saying once again that we are the It's a Working Podcast. Pardon our mess. It's a working podcast. You can find us once again on twitch.tv/kuyapog. Oh, with the dog shouting us out. Twitch.tv/KuPogGames live every Saturday. You can also find the VODs on YouTube, youtube.com/user/Varo07. And then the day after the VOD comes out, you can find it on Spotify at Squirrel Mile City Podcast. So just search Square Mile City. So with that, kind of wanted to open up a little bit as we think about the next question. If any of the chat has any questions that they want to throw up, anything that's on their mind, we'll answer any questions that you guys have. How many questions do we have left?
I have a lot.
We
I have a
still have a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
Are you
We only have.
at are you adding on to the questions, by the way? Like every week you're like, oh, that's a good question, and just
Want me to? Because I can do that if you want.
it'd be kind of cool, or like maybe like these questions, and then maybe podcast heavy questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about, like I don't want to say it because I want to save it for another podcast, but you talked about another subject matter that might take
Yeah.
an entire podcast to talk about, which is great. So, but I mean, these are your questions, and you said it from the very beginning. You just wanted to have a place where you can ask questions. So, this is your forte. This is your show. So, short questions like this to get to know us, and then we get to know the chat. But I think also like really deep questions that we can spend an entire podcast maybe dissecting. And then
Yeah.
every now and then when we have the time, we can even ask like some what you call it, some guests to come in and then share their thing as well too.
Sounds
But
good.
yeah, I think that's good. So chat, last time before we continue on, does anyone in chat have any questions? Anything at all, even about us? If you have any questions, we'll go ahead and answer it. Oh, I don't understand the question. Does he stack? What? I don't understand that question. Who?
The dog?
The dog.
What?
The dog
Does
stack? I don't understand the question. Vampanoy. I need clarification. I don't think I understand the terminology.
and his stack cups? What?
But if I still have you there, Panda is a character from We Bear Bears. They make stat. Oh, what show is that?
I don't know that
I
cartoon.
didn't. Oh, it doesn't sound. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. Quick question. Again, until before we continue, Clutch
Yeah.
asks, corn or flour tortillas, or tacos? Sorry, not tortillas. Tacos. I feel like tortilla because for anything.
Yeah.
Corn or flour tacos, though.
Flower did.
Flour.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. If it's from just, I'll usually say flour.
Mm-hmm.
However, if it's
Why do you
from,
There's
I'm just saying like if I'm going to El Pollo Logo, it's flour tortillas because like their corn tortillas are bunk. But if I go to a place,
Say hi.
if I go to like a very genuine Mexican restaurant or like any other like genuine restaurant that make their own tortillas, then I want
Shout,
corn.
shout out to my brother.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hello.
To my
Hello.
nuts.
Do you have a question, brother?
On what?
I don't know. It's about life.
Oh my gosh. So everyone's saying Kingpin Husky says corn. That's why we friends says Clutch. Corn hard shell, but flour soft shell. Okay. And then Kingpin's like KP and Faye are dead to me. I'll say it this way. Okay, I'm gonna say it this way. I'm gonna say it this way. I'm gonna say it this way. If I'm buying it from a taco truck, I'm probably gonna get corn. If I'm buying it from El Pollo Loco, which is like a franchise, I'm getting flour because their corn is bunk. I'll say it that way.
Flour is so much easier to chew.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying like yeah, but it's just like there's a lot of like franchise places that they don't know how to make flour tortillas. They don't. So I don't want to get it. But if I'm going to like a taco truck that like, you can tell it's made with love, it's made with passion, and it's made right, I'll probably get corn because like it tastes better. So, but that's me. That's me. Again, that's me. LOL from Clutch. Chicken Joy. Oh man. Okay, one more from Clutch, and then we're gonna go back to the questions. Chicken Joy or burger steak at Jollibee?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the third one out there. Chicken Joy, burger steak, or spaghetti. Which one?
Bro, that's hard. I don't think that's the same level of like. Why is that category like that? That's hard.
That's hard.
Yeah,
like-
you're making me pick something that's like in family. That's it's like saying which one do you like better. Hi. Hi.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. So
Brother.
chat is going insane right now. It's saying corn. Vampanoy says corn if it's made by Mexicans, flour by white people. Yes, exactly. See, Vampano is saying something that I felt like maybe I should have said that in the beginning. If it's made by Mexicans, it's corn. If it's made by white people, it's flour. Husky Boy says spaghetti. He'd rather have the spaghetti. I never had the burger steaks, says Kingpin. Tenders with that adobo rice, says Vampanoy. Spaghetti is better than all. Husky is with Chicken Joy on the side, and Kingpin once again. LOL. I'm gonna say Chicken Joy. That's me. Like between all three of them, I'm gonna say Chicken Joy. I'm gonna say Chicken Joy. Chicken Joy, spaghetti, burger. But the spaghetti, the burger and the spaghetti are very close, like very closely seconds. Chuck Clutch says dried fish plus white rice plus suka plus patis is. Well, I mean, like you're not even going to Jollibee anymore.
Are we just saying any
It's
food
like-
now?
Yeah, you're just like any food. It's like you're getting like dinuguan, greater than all. Fight me. That's fine.
So then, hold up.
Squatter area fine dining. You're not wrong, Clutch. She'll be right back. Making me crave Pinoy today. Where is your thing to give bits? That's the thing, Vampinoy. So that's the thing right now. I don't take bits yet because we are on the road to affiliate. I need 4 more followers to get affiliate status, and affiliates get like bits. Right now, if you do want to give a bit, you can give a donation. The donation link is on the bottom. You can make a donation of any amount. You just click on the donation button. So if you want to give a donation, you're more than welcome to. And that's my bits for now until I have bits. On lunch break, my bad, y'all. It's all good. Haven't eaten today yet, so I'm hungry. Husky, I feel you. I'm getting hungry too. I wasn't hungry when we started the podcast, but I might get some food right after. Hey, and she's back. Hi. Can you hear me? No, she was back. Now she's frozen. Oh no, what happened?
I have
Oh,
no
there you go.
idea.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So I think we're good with that. I think we're making a lot of people hungry because a lot of people didn't have their lunch yet. So
Oh, I'm
let's
sorry.
go into.
I don't know who started it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, let's go into one more big question, and I'm gonna let you choose it. Actually, what do you think is a big question on there?
I don't want to look because I'll be cheating. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go for 14.
14. Let's go. 14.
Okay.
All right.
Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not have? Could you not go a day without?
Aside from necessities. Wow. Aside from necessities, I'm gonna cheat and say I'm gonna consider the Bible a necessity. I'm just gonna say Bible's a necessity because everyone's like my Bible. I'm like freaking Christian. I get it. Like not your Bible. Okay. Well, your Bible's a necessity then. There.
True.
Your Bible's a necessity.
True. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna say. Man, Clutch says my cat for sure. Kingpin says my phone. Clutch says Street Fighter 2 is Ryu. uh, I'm gonna say.
Yo, you know what I miss?
Hmm.
Playing Tekken. Yo, Tekken's awesome.
Dang.
Tekken.
Who did you main? Who did you play a lot?
I like Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Paul too. Oh, you mean Tekken?
Tekken. Tekken, quit Paul. Come
Oh
on.
no, yeah. I played. Who did I play? I played. When I was in college, I used to play a lot of Jin. I really wanted to learn him because people said he's really technical. It's like I've always wanted to learn the technical character because I never do, because I'm too simple. PS1's copy of FF7. Oh, okay, so the original FF7. I get that. I think for me, I mean I've said this a lot, I guess, but I'm gonna say community, just friends. I hear a Clutch. She's calling me out. If we had a copy of Tekken, I'd be playing. Like I'd play her. Do you have Tekken? Like on
I
your
do actually.
on your
I do.
PS4?
Not P- I think we do, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
maybe
do.
we can play
Yeah.
online maybe one time. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna say community. Friends in particular. I cannot go without friends. I feel like I feel like a lot of people can. Maybe more introverts can be like I can spend a lot of time. I have friends that are like that.
Okay.
Paul will kill you in 2 hits. He does. Like all you have to do is the down. Isn't it like the down kick and then heavy punch? I think that's the combo. I hate that combo because you have to block down, then you have to block. Oh, never mind. Anyway, get ready for the next battle, says Clutch. I'm like, Clutch is actually really good. So he's all into the 1v1 fighting stuffs. He's really great too.
Have they tried Dragon Ball? Game one?
Have you tried Dragon Ball Fighters,
That one's
Clutch?
actually fun too.
I want to get it actually. It looks like a fun game.
Yeah.
Christy though, man, freaking Christy. Oh my gosh. Like just the infinite capoeira combos. I freaking Oh no, wait, is it Christy? Christy is a capoeira girl, right? Christy and the other guy? Paul and Brian. Yeah. I was also a what you call it? The laws, like martial law, forest law, whatever. I'm gonna say yeah, I'm gonna continue on with the whole like just community, just friends. Like even during this like quarantine, like I made it a point to just like let's meet, let's talk, let's do something. I mean, I think the first interaction that I had with a friend is I just told him let's get boba and we'll just stay in our cars and talk to each other. And that's what we did because I was like I really like I think without like a community of friends that I really love and trust, it would be harder for me
Mm.
to live out my life. And it's one of the reasons why I'm trying to create a community online as well too. And I'm meeting so many interesting and devoted and dope people online. It's because I think for me, yeah, just friendship is it's so tantamount and so important to me. And to have
Yeah.
that family, I feel like family is already essential. I'm already with my family, but I feel like friends, really devoted, just like dope, ride or dies, um, type friends. That's for me. Real quick, Clutch says, I played Dragon Ball Fighters in a few tournaments this past year. My boy Trunks. Vampanoy says, definitely friends. It's awesome when you finally meet your community and feel like, yeah, I belong with these people. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout outs to Vampanoy as well too. Everyone over here is dope. Everyone over here, I love it that you're over here. You don't have to be here, but you know that there's a dope community of different people of different walks of life that you can vibe with. So thank you for you guys. Faye, other than the essentials, Bible included, Bible app included.
But yeah, I know. I didn't think about that, but now that you said it, you're right.
Yeah, you're
Because
right. It is essential.
first thing that we
Yeah.
do is like
Mhm.
go for the word. To be honest,
Yeah.
um, essential. I think my dog. My dog. My
Okay.
dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it about your dog that makes it essential?
I don't know. I just feel so much comfortable. I never. No, not saying never. I was like, I never had a fight with my dog because
Hmm.
that is not true. He gets spoiled. I spoil him, but he's just very loving. To be honest,
Mhm.
yeah, very loving. It's just comforting, and uh he looks like a ferret sometimes, which I love. Even though his name is Panda, he actually looks like a ferret.
Nice.
But so I get two in one in a way. So yeah, another
Nice.
essential. I don't know, my phone also. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is hard. Like any kind of device. Like for me, it's my phone or my computer, just because I do so much
Mm,
stuff on it. And a
yeah.
lot of my creative outlets have to do with that. And kind of a tertiary, like the third thing for me, I guess, would be my camera. Um,
Mm,
I think in the long run, I'd miss being able to take pictures. I remember when I went out, like I went without. When I started photography, I sold my camera equipment. Long story short, just
mm,
because like I thought I needed the money, but I really didn't. And for an entire year and a half, I was like, oh man, I wish I had my camera. I wish I was taking pictures. Um, so yeah, that's for me.
oh, can I have one more?
Sure, absolutely.
Music. Music. Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah. I
Um,
can't go out of day without music. So.
yeah, music. Um, no, I really agree with you on that. I feel like I don't know for me it's like it's music on a certain level. I feel like a lot of people it's more important. I want to say
Mm,
it's very important to me, but I just feel like in terms of like how other people like yourself would find it, I definitely agree that music is very important, and a lot of people almost essential to have
true.
music within their life. Just want to read this last one. Vampanoy says, it's why I love going to conventions. He's talking about feeling like you belong with people. Envy Glory, thank you for following. Thank you for watching as well too. Envy Glory. If you're still here, make sure that you're asking questions as well too. This is an AMA podcast as well. Got to go back to the Three Stripes life work. Hey, Clutch, I just want to say I'm glad you're back there. Clutch actually works for Adidas. Um, that's my bro. I'm recruiting for you. Oh man, thank you so much, man. So we're only 3 away in terms of this channel, and I appreciate it, man. Vampanoy, shout outs to you. But also, yeah, if your bro's also watching, let your bro ask questions as well too. Like we still have a little bit more time left. We are starting to wrap down the podcast, but we are once again turning it to the chat. This is an Ask Us Anything podcast. So you're more than welcome to ask us anything for us to basically wrap up the podcast. Thank you for joining us live, by the way. And if you are watching the VODs, we are always streaming every Saturday. for the podcast live stream, getting the questions from the community as well too. Of course, you can watch the VOD on YouTube if you're already not watching it. Or of course, you can also listen to us on Squirrel Mall City Podcasts on Spotify as well. Um, but yeah, turning it back to community. If the community here, the chat, has any other questions, we'll be taking any other questions right now. So Faye,
Mm.
how many animals do you have in your house?
I stopped. I had to like think about this. And
Oh,
my brothers. I'm just kidding.
and my brothers are
Just-
animal. Oh my
I'm
god.
just kidding. I'm just totally kidding. He's like, what? My brother looked at me.
He's like, what?
Oh, well. Um, three
Oh,
now, I guess.
okay. I just thought of a question
Yeah.
actually thinking about that. Um,
Yeah.
so the essential item, other than the essential items, what can't you live without? I'm gonna say, of the items that you use every day, what's one thing you can live without?
I can't live without.
Yeah, one thing that you use like, I can live without this. It's fine.
Hmm.
Of your everyday items that you can think of, what's one thing you can live without? It's just like, you know what? Eh, I don't
You
really
know
need
what?
this.
I used to think I have chapped lips, so I used to think that I need to have like lip balm all the time, every
Hmm.
day.
Okay.
So, and I think I learned to not wear lip balm all the time, to be honest. So I feel like
Hmm.
that's essential for me, and I kind of just like reversed it, turned to maybe it's not so important.
Maybe it's not so essential.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think for me, I'm gonna say like, so so I have a TV in my room. I have a big screen in my room.
Mm.
I
You don't
don't
use it?
I don't really see it as essential. Like I could do
Same.
without it. I really could.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually gave it to my family, but then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring the TV in here because I needed something to put like all my other things like my PS4, and then I needed to use like my Switch, and it's like, oh, I'll put it on the TV, and then like the more I did that, the more it's like, well, I'm gonna use it on the stream, so like all those things are here on my table, so I don't use it on my big screen. So the more my big screen is just like it's kind of just taking up space. I don't really care. Like even before, like when I gave my like temporarily gave it to my family, I was using like this small little like 20-inch TV, and it was just like it was basically just a computer monitor that had a speaker, and I was like, this is good enough. I don't freaking need like a freaking huge, super huge big screen TV. Like, but I have one. I just don't need it. I
Mm.
really don't need it. It's nice. I really don't need it. I don't really. And then yeah, in fact, it's probably the first thing I'm gonna try to sell off when I move to Japan. I'll be like, I don't need it. Like, it's the first thing I'm gonna get rid of. Um, but Vampinoy says deodorant. Hmm.
Uh, let's be real, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Also,
true.
shout outs to Clutch for hosting my channel for the rest of the day. I am gonna be on playing some Animal Crossing. Kingpin says my computer. Not really essential.
Okay.
I was like, I could live without it. That's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it wasn't for streaming, where I actually need a computer. In fact, like I think I've said this once before on stream. It's just like I'm trying to convert everything on my desk to a laptop. I'm trying because I hate all this stuff. I hate all the wires. I hate like, and it's like I can like it's useful when you're streaming, having two screens and having all this stuff. It's nice. But especially like if I'm planning to move to like Japan to teach English in Japan, I was like, I don't want to bring any of this stuff. I want to get a laptop, like a really high-end gaming laptop. That's it. And then basically everything happens on the gaming laptop, and that's it. That's all I want. So like in the long run, like when I move, like I'm slowly gonna be like, as I'm still gonna be streaming, but I just don't need all this stuff. It's not essential. I really just want to get to one really strong, like high resolution laptop, and that's it. And then just do everything from there. That's the plan. But yeah, it's just like it's just so much over here. That's just my thing. Um, gonna turn it back into the chat one more time. We have a couple more minutes left. If you have any other questions that you want to ask us before we end, you're more than welcome to. Um, But yeah, we're about ready to close the podcast. What are your plans for the rest of the week?
The rest of the
Yeah.
week. You know what? It's so funny because I went to Michael's
Mm-hmm.
and I'm starting a new hobby. Well, kind of.
What are
So
you
I'll
doing?
be making um jewelry. Jewelry.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like I'll be making rings. I'll be making homemade rings, to be honest.
Oh, nice. Like these
Yeah.
rings, like the ones on here.
No, they're like resin rings. Have you heard of resin rings? So
Mm.
it's like I'll be using epoxy. It's some kind of fluid,
Yeah.
and it's like this liquid, transparent liquid, and then like I can put like inside of that I can put flowers. I want to be like a nature type of theme,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna start with that. So I'll be like, I have some dried flowers already that I ordered like from 3 months ago. I don't know when, and I ordered a bunch of dried flowers, glitters, and other dye
Mm-hmm.
just to make rings out of it. So I can't wait
Oh,
for
that'd be
that.
dope.
Yeah, I'll send it to you if anything.
Yeah.
I look.
Even
Okay.
show it on the pod, or yeah, we meet up. Maybe like I want to see it first because like I'm
Okay.
yeah. And if they're not, I'll wear a resin
Okay.
ring.
Okay. Okay.
Why
I
not?
got
We'll
you.
see.
I got you
We'll
guys.
see. We'll see.
I'll
We'll
give
see.
you this for free if anything. So
Oh well, I mean, I still want to see it definitely. I want to
for
see it.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
hobbies are dope. Hobbies are real dope. Okay,
Mm,
I think that is gonna do it for the recorded podcast. We'll still be on for a little bit. If you guys want to chill, that's gonna be basically our still working segment, which basically is just for you guys. So if you want to stay on, you're more than welcome to stay on. A little bit after that, also, I'm going to be online as well. So if you want to join me online, I'm going to be doing some Animal Crossing gameplay, and you can enjoy that. Might even open up the island, let you guys see what I've been working on. It's not perfect, but I already have residents and stuff. I have a resident service building. It's fun. It's fun. I'm getting there. But anyway, but that'll be it for the podcast. Thank you guys for joining in. Once again, just want to wish you all safety, especially during these times right now. If you have
mm,
any kind of like city ordinance that's having you stay in, don't worry. Definitely stay in for your health, for your safety. And we'll be praying for all of y'all. You can always reach out to us as well too if you need someone to talk to and pray for you. These are very trying times, but you can definitely see that these times are getting things are getting better. They may not look that
mm.
way, but they are getting better finally, and we just want to rejoice in that. But once again, my name is KP,
And it's fake.
and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. God bless.